Hi everyone, I am Dr. V.S. Nishok from EZ Department, SNS College of Technology. Here we have gathered to discuss the topic analog and digital data conversion from the subject linear integrated circuits. So this is the outline of our video. It starts with real world continuous signals, incompatibility between the analog signals and digital systems, signal conversion using A to D converter and digital to analog converter, and characteristics of analog and digital signals, and analog to digital conversion process, and finally we are ending with applications of data conversion system. So what is real world continuous signal? Analog signals vary continuous with time. It is infinite number of values possible, and it directly obtained from environment. So it is directly obtained from open source as shown in the figure. The temperature is measured, sound is measured, and light intensity is measured. These are the best examples of the real world continuous analog signal. So incompatibility between the analog signal and digital signal. Even though the analog signals are obtained from the open source, open environment, while measuring the analog signal, there will be more unwanted signal. It is called as a noise, which makes our input signal as a weak signal. So that cannot be processed directly for any calculation purpose or any storage purpose. So that is the main problem here. The direct processing is not possible and interface mismatches occurs. The signal conversion using A to D converter and D to A converter. The best solution for our problem statement is converting the analog to digital signal and digital to analog signal wherever necessary. So what is the purpose of this conversion is nothing but the enabling the communication process and used in embedded systems everywhere. So coming to the characteristics of analog signal. So analog signal is continuous in time and amplitude, and it is infinite number of values are possible, and it is will be as smooth waveform. So but the limitations of the analog signal, as said, is it is very sensitive to noise and difficult to store. So these are the main two limitations of the analog signals. The best example is the audio signal. And coming to the characteristics of the digital signal. So digital signal is a discrete values with finite levels that is represented in the binary values as shown in the figure, ones and zeros. It is seems to be like step-like waveform, and its main advantage is noise resistant and easy to storage and process further and manipulation, etc. It is mainly used in computers for storage purpose. So coming to the analog to digital conversion process. So it is mainly based on the three concepts, namely sampling, quantization and encoding. Sampling converts the continuous time to discrete time, and quantization converts amplitude to levels, and encoding finally converts levels into the binary value, which is the digital output. So the output will be the digital signal, which can be stored and used for further processing. So on coming to the comparison of analog and digital signals. So analog signals, as told, it is continuous in nature and high noise sensitivity, and it is measured in open space, and it is very difficult to store. So coming to the digital signal, it is discrete in nature and low sensitive to noise, and it is easy to store and utilize in the devices like computer, smartphone, digital camera, DVD, internet data, etc. And coming to the applications of data conversion systems, it is mainly used in the mobile phone for voice processing, audio systems, and sensors and communication system. It is used in every embedded systems in the real world applications. So as a summary, here we have seen about the analog and digital data conversion and characteristics of the analog and digital signals, and how the conversion takes place with the help of the analog to digital converter and digital to analog converter, and the applications of the analog and digital data conversions. So coming to the assessment part here. So it is starting with the question, analog signal is a continuous signal. So C, option C is the right answer. And next question is, which of the following is the more resistant to noise? So the digital signal comparably with the analog signal. So digital signal is the right answer here, which is more resistant to noise. So, and these are the reference books and reference websites we have used for this video. Okay, thank you all for joining this video.